and then I'm gonna go back to GBP because we already seen that 15-minute alert. I'm gonna check GU. All right, GU. I think we looked at GU in the at first. GU right now it is 4%. Okay. Remember, the best way to count it is always find the 50% line. If you find the 50% line, you know what is comparing it, where the measurement is coming from. And if it's gray on gray, it's always, not usually, this gray area right there and that gray area in the bottom. It's only 4% away from the zone. So I feel like this thing is slowly going to start switching, but it's not switching right now. So we still looking for sell trades in there. This is a big demand zone right here. So they might sink in halfway in order to go up. But I'm not really too fond of the GU. So I'm gonna keep it out the watch list. But I check the majors so I could know that, bro. You know what I mean? I don't have to imagine if I had to like go through each and every individual market to find a play. There's nothing wrong with that when the other guys are helping me, but if I'm really quickly trying to update the watch list for everyone, this is what I do. The next major, we already looked at GU, we didn't like it. Let's see what's happening in the NZD market. I'm liking this too. What you think?
This one, I like it so far.
Yeah.
It's at 44%.
44. And they're calculating. There's an orange at the top, so it's probably, if this is 50, right here, probably calculating that, definitely. They're calculating from that.
To say, come for this one, right? That's 7.
So they got space to drop right here. NZD. This formation might definitely fail. It's a lot going on up there. I'm gonna put this on the watch list too. All right.
This one's being buried.
Because if GBP USD selling, it's safe to say NZD USD might sell too, but I find a better sort of like spacing until it reaches that demand. I'm gonna keep that going on. What other major? Let's check the euro. We're bearish on the week. Stage 4, we have some resistance in a range, and then we have a buy signal. Not sure if that's going to hold, but it's 7 pips near the previous day high, so that's good. But I feel like I'm gonna skip this one too, bro.
This one, no setup on it at all.
No. Choose what else we have. Check out gold. I did like gold yesterday. But he's expecting bearish this week. I can see why. This probably happened already. And gold. Let's check. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. He's expecting bearish movement this week, and it hasn't happened yet. I feel like this trade right here, this little trend, was a good ride up. However, the name of the game right now, I feel like we're bearish. Yes, it says bullish because it's calculating it from here. Gold been really moving nicely like that, but it hasn't broken this, so we really been kind of like sloping down a bit. So I see bearish, and it's okay sometimes to disagree with this, guys. Like, you don't have to agree with it all the time. All of our eyes are different. Not saying that it's wrong. You see, like how it's showing you. It's basing the bullishness off of this structure right here, because that was the last bearish structure. So it's basing it off of that. I'm basing the bearishness off of this, because this was the last order block until this high was broken, and then there have never been any red candle until this top right here. So that means this right here is the reason why that structure is bullish. Also this too, right? Because the same thing happened right here. But I'm looking at it like in terms of lower time frame. Okay, H4. I'm looking at it like this in terms of H4. Boom, right here. From right there, things was bearish, and probably if we go to like time frame H1, you get that bearishness I'm talking about right here.
So slowly looking, you see higher lows and higher.
Yeah, so this bearishness from H1 might cause higher time frame like H4 to also go bearish. The higher time frame is only gonna go bearish when it breaks this right here, and that's a lot of pips to live on the table. So it's okay to look at this on the 15. High conscious is blowing up. I love it. Yeah, man, right here. So yeah, we can follow them as they go up, but at least now we know, like, yo, this market is a bearish market, and I can see why Jack is experiencing. It's a bullish market. Let me correct myself. This market is a bullish market, right? The technicals is not wrong, but I understand how Jack is seeing it. You know what I mean? He's expecting a return to this, and right now they definitely have not returned yet. Okay, they backed up a little bit and they're going for a retest. So this retest is either going to give us that. Let me see if I have it. There it goes. Boom. That retest is either, Jesus, high conscious, blowing up. Yeah. All right. So this retest is probably gonna stop here, bro. 60, about like 62% OTE, and then dip. And if not, it has really, if we extend the fib, it has until there to really decide where it wants to go. So with knowing that, I know, guess what I know? Alright, conscious. What's up in this chat right now? Alright. Let me pause y'all boys for an hour. Alright, cool. Alright, at least now we know, bro. Let's give it a different color. Boom. And then let's make it visual on every chart. Okay. It's still sync. Trying to find it. Alright. It's up there somewhere, bro. What I'm trying to say is still needed though. Alright, at least we know once this thing gets up there, we should expect a reversal. And that reversal that's going to happen is going to be in line with this H4 setup right here, going down again to test this low. All right, and if not, we know, okay, boom, they're respecting the higher time frame trend, as we should also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then, yeah, like we don't cry about it. We just wait. If it breaks the high, we wait for that reversal in the same area and we go with it. But at least when OCSI sends out any gold signal, okay, let's see if it sends anything. NZDUSD. If you need to search it, you can do that or just hit the hashtag. You know, at least you know when they send these things, you know where to go with. This was a sell from the 17th, and then that was the sell right here. And then by yesterday, we was down there. Beautiful trade, man. So much pips. So much pips. Wow. But so going back to Notion, where we always kind of go back. This is why gold is on the menu right now. It's on the watch list, and yeah, so we really did all the majors. Now I know, okay, we did also, like, we didn't look at CAD. I was looking at CAD. I was supposed to put CAD on there. Look at the spacing, bro. We are 69% halfway there, okay? We blew past, like, we literally struggled at the 50. They came back and rested short on that thing and then took off. Looked like this. Something like this. Okay, they came back, took off. Oxy's taking off too this morning. It was high conscious, now it's Oxy. This definitely gotta go because we got like all this space up there to break. And I feel like we're just gonna keep having pullbacks. So now when this is on the watch list, we know if Oxy give us a sell, yeah, it's okay to take the sell, but at least I know the higher time frames are buying. So that sell is probably only give me, it's probably good until that next little zone down there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's USDCAD, right?
Yes.
Check it out. Yeah, USDCAD is actually giving a sell right now. Would I take this sell? Probably. Am I supposed to? No. What do I look for in a position most of the time before I take it? I know that's a question you might want to ask me, right? So let me just answer it before you ask me. Look, this is what I look for. Number one, and at the same time, I'm saying this, you can actually go to the About Us page in Notion, check out the Oxy analysis guide. I put all the things here. Number one, what I do is I divide my chart into two layouts, okay? Because I'm looking at two time frames, and sometimes you can go up. I open the weekly chart, okay, and I find my valid bullish and bearish order blocks. These were the steps that I had to do every day for every chart until Oxy was built and encoded, and it does all this for us automatically. So now this is why when I switch through charts on my MT4, I don't mark up anymore because our codes are marking up for us. So, but you can go ahead and read all the steps and you're gonna understand everything that I'm talking about. But back to back again, back to USDCAD. All right, boom. Back to this. This is what I look for when I get an alert, or this is what I want to see when I have an alert. First, I want to see the higher time frame. Okay, I want to make sure my 15-minute entry is agreeing with, preferably always agreeing with, the weekly and H4. But if the weekly and H4 is disagreeing with each other, I'm still going to make sure I'm going with one of the best. And when it comes to that, it all depends on where the closest zone is. And is it a H4 zone or is it a weekly zone? From switching to the graph, you're going to know, like right here, bro, that's a H4 zone, right?
Mhm.
Now, I might still be able to see that H4 zone on the M15, depending on how I look at the chart. You know what I mean? So now, if we get a sell, I know, look, this sell might be good till down here somewhere, but until it break this, it's still a buy on the H4. I know that. So what I make sure is that whatever position I'm taking on the M15, it's agreeing with either my H4 or my weekly. But preferably, I always want to be in line with the weekly. So let's say the weekly is bullish and I get a bullish play on 15, but my H4 is bearish.
Mhm.
I understand that the lower time frame have to switch first so the higher time frame above that can switch. So yeah, it makes sense why the weekly is bullish and then the H4 was going down. But when the H4 finds a zone right under it, the M15 has to, it starts from like the 1 second chart, 1 minute, you know what I mean, 15 seconds, and then go up to the M15. The M15 will make the 30 bullish, the 30 would make the H1, and on and on and on, right? So by the time I'm bullish on the M15, I know that that means that this middle one that might have been red is going to start slowing down so it can start turning again like a big ass truck, right? And then I'm going to be comfortable being in that 15-minute play to the upside, right? And so this is my most important confirmation, bro. You hear with me?
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, cool. This is my most important confirmation. So I make sure my trends are aligned. This is why the system scores it like this. I get 3 points if weekly is trending whatever direction. Okay.
Mhm.
I get another 2 points if H4 is trending. So that's 5 points. However, I get minus 1 point if M15 don't agree with this. Okay. So I had 5 points, but when this thing became red, it put me at 4. And these things are red at the top because they're the one that scored. I got my RSI on the 15-minute. It tells me when things are oversold or overbuy. That gets 1 point. This is my next other important thing right here. I always make sure I'm taking trades near the previous daily high or previous daily low. So this always gives me 1 score if I'm 10 pips away from any lows or any highs of the previous day. And then last is the engulfing candle. The price action scans the H4 for me and it gives me 1 point when I get an engulfing candle. Bro, when I have 7 points, 8 points, and it's a nice setup, I love it. I go crazy. But anything that is a 4, anything that gives me a score of 5, I take. So, and that brings me back to the automation that we have, right?